Hello everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I'll speak about the gold market, crude oil, Bitcoin and the dollar index. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. And what we can see here, and this is the update I covered yesterday, this currency pair. So at this point the market didn't have a power to break this rising trend line. And in fact, we had a breakout of this most recent, let's say, supply trend line. This is the 4-hour time frame, and we can see that market is most likely we have a potential for the upside to develop towards the 1.2900, let's say 90 mark, or this swing high that we have from let's say July 26th. If we speak about some pullbacks, so pullbacks are always possible. Some previous swing highs can act like support, like 1.2760 or 1.2795, even this rising trend line. But overall, the reward side from my perspective is an upside. In case of the downside scenario, that will be if the market will clear aggressively this 1.2615 and hold below, then there is a chance for a retest of 1.2490 or even 1.2450 mark. But since the market is in the upside, the environment and trend is the upside, most likely scenario is for the pound to develop further upside. So now covering the gold market, this is the 4-hour time frame. We can see that this area that we marked like very important, like 2070 mark, we had a breakout of that area yesterday, and it's very likely that we can test this pin bar territory, pin bar from this area here where the market rejected from 2143. So we can see the rising trend line is into place, and we don't have any major supply. So it's most likely scenario the market will try to attack this pin bar territory. Is quite huge. So pin bar territory is from the 2088 all the way up to 2142. Momentum from the other side is also looking positive, with any big signs of reversal. For the downside scenario, we like the market to have aggressive sell-off, trade below 2070, and then try to hold below for potential downside movement towards the 2030 or even 2019. Now, speaking of the crude oil, if we check the 4-hour time frame, seems like the momentum decreased. We can see some divergences start to show up, and here we can see the rising trend line. It seems like market is breaking to the downside. So most likely scenario is that market to develop further downside to clear those lows below 72 mark, and eventually even try to attack this 70.50 mark. This can also be the structure where we can have this like a first leg, this like a second leg, and this like a second downside leg, and potential retest of 67.80 mark. The upside structure, we like the market to re-break 76.30 and hold above, and that will be a good sign for retest of 79.70 mark. Now, speaking of the Bitcoin, really nothing changed. It's since our previous analysis and forecast, the market is still in this consolidation, cold triangle, and market is just trading around. So there is also the key resistance at let's say around the 44,500 and 45,000 mark. Anything meaningful to the upside, only from my perspective the market can break this 45,000 and plus and then hold above. That can be a good sign for test of 48,000. But if that's not the case, market can remain in this consolidation, maybe even retest the lows around 41,000 and then just trade around and then wait for the breakout. In case the downside breakout, let's say the market can clear 40,000 mark and hold below, then there is a chance for rotation and downside movement towards the 37,500 or 37,000 mark. Speaking of the dollar index, seems like there is a potential for the full retest. If I go to the daily frame, what we can see here is from my view is here that this looks like we have a fake breakout of this consolidation. So if this is a daily frame, and we can see here market tried to break here and hold, but then it failed basically. So we have a strong downside movement towards the consolidation, and there is a potential for a full retest of the low around 99.60 mark. So it seems like there is a strong power to the downside momentum. I don't see any major sign of the strength. So most likely scenario, the higher time frame is potential retest of 99.60 mark. That will be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Have a good trading day, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.